So, the other day I hop on the internet, expecting to see, what's falling apart in 2020 now. I'm recording this on the night, Trump got corona. Uh, Lakers just took game two. And I'm saying already, oh, this championship doesn't count. This championship doesn't count for LeBron. And I mean, they have not sound reasoning, I guess, but sound reasoning at the same time, if that makes sense. They're saying, oh, the first team, their best player was out for what, 3 games? The second team, you know, didn't have a player over freaking 6-6. And the third team's been playing like 14 games or whatever. They're saying that, oh, the Lakers have had the best situation of all time. They're coming into this and they clearly have the advantage in every one of these because the other teams are just falling apart. And, obviously, and with the Heat situation and all, they're like, oh, missing two of their three best players, with the third possibly playing through an injury, you know? And obviously, we all want to see competitive finals, right? We all want to see those guys get healthy. But why would this championship not count? That's what I can't understand. Because this is honestly, in my opinion, the most difficult championship quite possibly of all time. And the reason I say this is because of the bubble, right? And because the effect it has on the players, right? So they began this in what, June, I believe? They actually started playing in July. First off, they've had to get conditioned again, which is a whole another story right there. But they haven't seen their families in what? It's October 3rd. Okay. So it was October 2nd. I'm just up late on the grind. But yeah, so it's October 3rd now. So June, July, August, September. That's 4 months. What? You give 30 days to a month. That's like a lot of time, dude. So they haven't seen their families in forever. And I mean, you can bring your kids there, which, LeBron's wishing he did at this point. But yeah, it's really not that entertaining unless you're like 3. I mean, so most of the older kids are home. I mean, some of the wives aren't home. Jimmy Butler said this was a business trip, which I completely respect. I mean, it is. But the point is, they haven't seen their families, friends. I mean, they haven't seen anybody except for their team for what? Like 120 days or something crazy at this point? Some crazy like that? I'll do the math or something, but it's crazy, man. So already you have the mental toll that this is taking, right? Along with the, social justice and all of that. I'm not going to speak on this. I'm not trying to get political on this. But that's going to take an effect, too. The feeling that they're being hunted, I'm assuming, If they ever, like, really felt like I'm being hunted, but, you know. Um, so you've got all the mental effects and the physical effects. Like, come on now. Taking a 5-month break from any sport or anything in general, you're gonna get worse at. Like, I haven't ridden a bike in what, probably a year, and I could still obviously ride it, but I'm gonna get sore. I'd be more prone to like fall down or do something dumb like that. I don't even know, but like, the point I'm trying to make here is that physically they're not gonna be at the height of their preparation, right? I mean, like, you can shoot around, right? You can do drills and stuff, but they would have had no camps. They would have had nothing, right? So that's the first, like, little thing. People would have had time to rehabilitate injuries and stuff. I mean, we thought Kevin Durant was going to come back and that the Nets would, championship right there. But, yeah. But nothing can simulate, like, a real game, though. And I'm sure actual players will tell you that. I'm sure, everyone will tell you that that's played any sport, It is impossible to get a practice that will simulate a real game. So that's it from the physical side. And then you have the effect that you don't have any home games, which, traditionally, players that we think of as stars and superstars, like the all-star group, maybe a couple guys that weren't there, but, people that play well night in and night out, right? Doesn't matter if it's home crowd or away crowd. They're probably doing just fine, right, in this bubble environment. The issue is, though, role players tend to do a lot better at home and on neutral sites. So all of a sudden, you got Duncan Robinson looking like the next Klay Thompson, And that's, not good, especially if you're Celtics, Bucks, Pacers, or, I'd like to say the Lakers, but the idea here is that role players just perform better on, a neutral environment or at home. And I can like back that up with stats if I really wanted to, but I really don't feel like it. Work ethic, So you've got role players playing better, You have people potentially coming back from injuries. Your teammates have been the only people you've seen for a while, most likely, especially if you have older kids. I mean, Bron didn't bring his kids. I mean, AD, I mean, I don't even know if AD's got a wife or anything like that. But it's tough, man. And tough mentally, tough physically, tough playing wise. I mean, it's just crazy stuff, man. And having only seen your teammates for what, 120 days, something like that? I'll figure it out. Like, that has to be having an effect on the chemistry. I mean, if you have great team chemistry, like, say, Miami Heat team chemistry, then you're chilling, right? But let's say that hypothetically the Utah Jazz would have gone past the first round. What are they doing then? You've got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. They say they've patched things up, but I highly doubt that, in my opinion. I feel like they still got issues, which, I mean, would be understandable. A team with not good chemistry, let's say they've made it this far somehow. What are they doing right now? They're probably sick of seeing each other, right? If your work is fun, then you would be loving this, and you love your coworkers and stuff. But if you don't enjoy what you do, then you're not going to be having fun here. So chemistry, and we saw that this season. I mean, that's probably why the Clippers lost. That is why the Clippers lost, is because of chemistry and playoff P. But different discussion. So yeah, people are saying this championship doesn't count because they didn't play anybody. That's really not their fault if you think about it. I mean, they can't control if other seeds get swept, if the best teams get taken out by other teams. They can't control that. This championship, I mean, it'll probably have an asterisk, okay? Let's just be completely honest here. It is going to have an asterisk, right? Because of everything that's happened. But it needs to count, right? Like, LeBron haters are some crazy people out there. Let's just be honest here. But the idea that a championship doesn't count, right? It's just crazy to me. I don't understand. I'm a Heat fan, Like, yeah, I would love to say this doesn't count because our three best players are injured, but you have to be held to a higher standard, right? I still expect to win, but not expect to win. I still expect everyone on the court to play to win, even when we're missing our best defender, our best offensive player, our best all-around player. I'm going to say it. Even when we're missing our best all-around player, I still expect us to win. To go out there and compete like he's still on the court. And for people to feel as well. I mean, next man up mentality, right? But anyways, I don't even know what I was trying to say with that, honestly. But, yeah. It's crazy to say this championship won't count. I feel like it's more difficult than any other championship already. LeBron haters are crazy people. I think, winning this fourth one is going to do a lot for him. I feel like once he gets the fifth one, if he gets the fifth one, I think this is going to be one of the last seasons that he's able to compete for one. But I've been proven wrong before about it, man. Anyways, I'll do a whole video on that. But yeah, this will put LeBron a lot closer to GOAT status if he's not already the GOAT, in your opinion. And yeah, that's the whole point of this, This championship needs to count. People saying it doesn't count are discrediting, the NBA, everyone that's, played in this. It's a legitimate effort, if you want to blame anyone, blame China. And yeah, that's my take on the whole situation. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you all around.